If you just got your first job as an aircraft maintenance engineer or an aircraft mechanic, here are the 4 things you have to do in order to pass your probation as an apprentice. The first one I'm going to talk about is by showing up to work early. Guys, I don't care about what anybody says. Attendance to me personally is one of the fastest way to get fired and one of the easiest way not to pass the probation. I don't care about, yes, you can be the laziest person, you can be the most hardworking person, but if your attendance is not good, guys, I'm telling you, it's one of the easiest ways to get fired and not to pass the probation. I'll give you guys a personal story. When I got my first apprentice job in the maintenance facility, right? I remember this. I was working in a really small town called Trois-Rivières. It's in Quebec City, right? And that time, the bus system, the transportation system there was terrible, and my first apprentice job, I didn't have a car, so I had to use the transportation system, right, before I actually got my first car, right? And I remember the first couple weeks, my attendance was looking a little bit spooky, right? And I remember this clearly. The maintenance guy literally called me, like the maintenance director, he called me, was like, "Hey, Peter, I have been looking at your attendance, right, and I've been noticing like your attendance is not looking good. I'm going to give you one more chance," literally, and this is the words he told me. "I'm going to give you one more chance. If I see any type of lateness in your attendance list, you are getting fired, basically." Right? And the reason why I was late was not because I was doing it on purpose, right? Because the bus system there was really terrible. I was in a really small town, so I literally had to be waking up 2 hours earlier before work in order to get to work early. Like sometimes I'll be at work 1 hour early, right? But that is the sacrifices I had to make, right, in order to pass my probation before I actually got my first car, right? Those are the sacrifices, because I understood that, man, yes, I was a good worker, I was hardworking, and that was probably one of the reasons why he gave me one more chance, right? Because I was a really good worker, I was hardworking, I was always showing up to work every day, like I was really good at my job. But attendance, regardless of how hardworking I was, right, my attendance then was looking not so good, right? And I guarantee you, man, if you're an apprentice right now who just got your first job, that's one of the things they're always looking at, and that's one of the first criteria they're always looking at, right, for them to actually pass your probation. And if your attendance is not good, man, I'm telling you, man, it's one of the easiest way to get fired. So if you're a apprentice right now who just got your first job, please try to make sure your attendance is perfect. All right, the second one I'm going to talk about is having the expectation as an apprentice you are going to be doing a shitty job and probably less work. This is something people don't talk about, especially in school, right? And I get this a lot of questions from my apprentices, and people actually call me whenever they get their first job. I'm like, "Man, Peter, I don't know what's going on. I don't think this company thinks I'm good enough," right? Sometimes I don't even do that much good job. Sometimes they give me the shittiest job. I understand, and this is why I'm here to make videos and educate you guys. As an apprentice, when you get your first job, please do not expect your first day you're going to be doing an engine change. No, you're hardly even going to touch a tire, right? You are probably going to be doing installation of panels. You're probably going to be doing interiors, but you're probably going to be doing lubrication, greasing, PRC, right? And this is what every aircraft maintenance engineer had to go through. Most of us have to go through this process, right? I'll give you guys an example. When I was working for one company in Halifax, for the first 3 months, I already had an apprentice experience going to that company. Like, I was not even straight out of school, but because I was still an apprentice that time, right, they would give me shitty jobs, panels every day. I was literally doing only panels every day. Sometimes they would give me interiors, I was doing one of the most boring jobs. But then I understood, like, I was an apprentice. They want to see if I can even do those shitty jobs properly. Imagine if they give you a lubrication or installation of panels or PRC and you don't even do it properly. You don't even do a clean job. Why the hell they going to trust you doing an engine change, right? The smallest jobs, you are not doing them properly, right? You got to understand, you are building your reputation. You're also building your value with the company. The more you do, trust me, people are always watching, man. They are always watching. It might feel like people are not watching, but trust me, they are always working. But if you're that type of person, they give you PRC today, you're complaining. Your first day at work, they give you engine lubrication. Yeah, they give you landing gear lubrication, and you're like, nah, I don't want to do that. It's too messy. I don't want to get dirty. Why the hell they gonna give you engine change? And trust me, if you have that type of mentality, you are not passing probation. You are definitely not passing probation. So please, you gotta have that mentality that your first couple months, especially the first 3 months, right? Companies will give you a lot of the shitty jobs, probably even sometimes lesser jobs, right? It's not because they don't see your ability or they don't see the skills, but it's a way to test you, to build, start you off slowly so you can actually learn the company's process of how they do things, right? You can actually learn how to read your AMM. You can actually learn how to do work independently. Those are skills they are building gradually, and the more your supervisor or your team get more comfortable with you, the more you start building good reputation or relationship. Trust me, man, you are going to be doing one of the best jobs. Like, I remember my first apprentice job, right, ever in Tuarevia, right? The first couple months, let's say the first 2 months, right? I was doing the greasing, PRC, panels, doing all the shitty jobs. And I remember this clearly, right? And I told my supervisor, I'm like, hey, I know this, you be giving me a lot of this PRC jobs. I really appreciate you, trusting me at least to work independently. But can I try to do something more fun, maybe like a tie chain, right? And because I came in more in a polite way, and this was after 2-3 months, right? And he has already see how I do most of those shitty jobs. I do it with love. I do it with happiness. I actually do it like I take it seriously. It was more comfortable with giving me more of the better jobs, and after that he started giving me more better jobs, right? So please, as an apprentice, this is one of the mentally strategies you got to have, going to your first apprentice job, right? The expectation that you are not going to be doing one of the best jobs. You are going to start with the shitty jobs, but trust me, the more you build your skills, the more you build a reputation with the company, trust me, man, they are going to give you one of the best jobs, right? And this is something that always happens, all right? The third one I'm going to talk about is always look busy. Man, this is another thing and this is another way for you not to pass for probation, right? I usually tell apprentices whenever they call me and they're like, hey, Peter, I need some advice on how to survive my probation. I'm like, man, you always got to look busy. Like I said, as an apprentice, most of the time you are not going to be doing too many jobs, right? You might see some group of AME guys working every day, but as an apprentice, they give you like one job per day, right? But please always try to look busy, because, right, people, like I said, people are always watching. And most of the time when it comes to probation evaluation, they're always probably going to be asking people around you, like, hey, how is this guy's attitude, right? Are you that type of person whereby you are not doing anything, right? And let's say, for example, they're pushing an aircraft next to you, you're just sitting down doing nothing, looking at people pushing the aircraft, and you are not even trying to help them with the towing, right? You're not trying to do the marshalling, right? Those are the things I always tell our apprentices to do. Let's say, for example, you are less busy for a day, right? And you see your buddy on the next side doing a tire chain alone, right? A tire chain requires at least 2 to 3 people. You might give me extra, hey buddy, I'm not doing that much. I know I'm an apprentice, I don't have that many experience, but hey, I'm ready to help you out. You know what I'm saying? And I guess what? That is how to even get better jobs, because once people start seeing you have that mentality and you have that skills of trying to help people out, right? You're always trying to force yourself to get more involved with projects, right? That is where they start actually trusting you and they start giving you even more better jobs, right? But if you're that type of person whereby you only do your job for the day and you go sit down and start looking and doing nothing, right? Trust me, companies are paying you per hour. They're not paying you per task card, right? And trust me, they don't want to see you sitting down doing nothing. That's for sure. And not even talk about when you're in probation, right? So please, that is another way to not pass probation. If you're that person that just don't look busy or don't try to work, like, trust me, you always gotta look busy, man. You know what I'm saying? So the last one I'm gonna talk about is build your reputation and relationship with licensed people. This is another way on how to pass probation, and this is a way not to pass your probation, right? Like I told you guys previously, when it comes to probation evaluation, Team leads are not on the ground. Managers are not on the ground watching you 24/7. The people that actually interact with you, people are actually talking to you every day, are the people that are probably gonna ask about you when it comes to your probation evaluation, right? Especially the licensed people. They'll come to me like, hey, how is Peter's? How is your relationship with Peter? Is he a good worker? Is he lazy? Does he show up to work every day? Does he finish his work on time? Those are the people they're actually talking to when it comes to probation evaluation. They are talking to your teammates, right? Trying to see what your attitude is, or to see how your work ethic is, right? And that is why I tell people, whenever you start a job, you don't want to be that type of person the first 3 weeks everybody hates. It's not because they just hate you for or they just being discriminated, but like you actually don't have a good attitude. You're not that fun to work with. You are lazy, right? That is the easy way not to pass probation, right? You know what I'm saying? And that is why I tell people, man, try to have good reputation with people, and not even talk about probation in the industry in general, right? Because you never know who you're going to work with, right? Today you work with this person. Let's say you get fired from this company, you go to another company, right? You never know if that person knows the manager in that company, right? And once you start having bad reputation in the industry, it's not really a good look. People are going to be talking bad about you. You're not going to be having a lot of opportunities. You know what I'm saying? That is why I tell you guys, reputation is a really important. The relationship you build with your team lead, and I'm not even talking about anything sexual. I'm not even talking about anything too friendly, but just have a really casual, good friendship and relationship with your co-workers. You know, like you want to be that type of person people want to work with. You know what I'm saying? And you're not that type of lazy person. So those are the easy ways to pass a probation. This is something I usually tell people, apprentices that just got their first job, right? Please, these are things you have to implement on your daily, or especially working as an apprentice. And once you pass the probation, you can do whatever you want to do. You know what I'm saying? But if you really want to pass the probation, please decide the steps you got to take in order to pass the probation. All right. For you guys that are new to my channel, my name is Peter. I am a licensed aircraft maintenance engineer, and I have videos regarding aircraft maintenance engineer on my channel. So please do not forget to check out those videos out. And if you are currently an apprentice, right, and you need help with your resume, you need help with interview preparation, you need help with your car's examination, license examination, this is something I can help you out with. All you got to do is click the link in the description and book a consultation, and let me see how I can help you out. All right, for you guys that are new to my channel, please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Love you guys.